Hello, and Arun Mehra here, and I hope everybody is well. Now, one of the big questions or one of the big problems that people have been facing is cash flow. And so I've put a short video together on how to avoid a COVID-19 cash flow disaster. So now you may have deferred your VAT, you may have deferred your tax bill until January next year, but your earnings are lower. You're not getting as much cash in as at the moment. How are you going to pay that tax bill? How are you going to continue paying your staff? So this video is all about showing you how to manage your cash flow. So make sure you click the bell icon and you press like if you like this video as well, so other people can see this and you can share it out there to the wider world. Now, why is cash flow so important? Well, you always think that profitability is important, but cash flow is the lifeblood of any business. If you've got no cash, you're going to go out of business and then it's all over. So make sure that you have sufficient cash, whether it means you've got cash coming from the bank, whether you've got cash coming in from suppliers or customers, but make sure you have enough cash in place. Now, how are you going to keep on top of your cash flow? Well, the first thing, me being as an accountant, okay, it's a bit dull, I get that, okay, but you need to have a cash flow forecast. Yes, you can download a spreadsheet from one of our websites like the raising.finance website or the samara.co.uk website, download that template and start filling it in. And you can use that to predict your income coming in, but also predict your costs. And hopefully you can then start seeing how much cash you've got at a certain point in time in the future. Now, we know things don't always go to plan, life doesn't happen as we expect it to, but a forecast is a good tool to help you do that, and you can use that going forward. So yes, I'm an accountant and I have to dwell on that point because accountants do this day in, day out. So if you need help, get in touch with myself or one of my team, because that's one of the things that's really important if you're going to get through this cash flow disaster. One of the other things is managing the receipts from customers and debtors. So if someone owes you lots of money, make sure you're chasing up that money. Make sure you've got a system in place. Make sure your credit control person is chasing up that cash. At the same time, you might want to change your credit terms that you offer to people. You may have offered 30 days. Now you might say, I'm only going to take 7 days as payment terms. Or you might even say, I want money in advance before I actually do any work. You have to think about these things. It's a change of strategy, but this world is changing and you need to preserve the cash in your business to preserve your business going forward. In addition, how are you going to manage suppliers? Obviously, it's in good faith. Suppliers are expecting you to pay on time, but you might have to call them up, say, you know what, I haven't had enough cash coming in from my customers, I haven't got much cash to pay you. So you have to think, how are you going to manage that? Do you need to get a working capital facility such as an overdraft, or do you need to get another loan, or do you want to put it on your credit card? But remember, if you put it on a credit card, those interest rates are really high. So you have to make sure you pay that credit card off when you have the cash coming in. So you've got to manage those things really, really carefully, okay? Managing the suppliers, so you keep them on side, because when you do want to grow and develop and hopefully get through this cash flow disaster of COVID, you can grow and develop. Now, lastly, capital expenditure. You might be thinking, well, that's the last thing I want to do. I'm just trying to preserve my cash. How am I going to spend any money on anything at this stage? Well, you might need to. You might need to buy new equipment. You might need to invest in new systems, new anything. So you might have to plan this carefully and think about when is the right time to do that. But again, you might not use cash. You might get a loan or asset finance, another very useful tool. So those are really important things to think about. But there's, I suppose, two main areas you can get financing for. One is get a loan, get it from a bank, and secondly, asset finance, and that can be secured. So if you need any help on that, get in touch with our team. We'd be delighted to help you. And then finally, 5 quick cash flow tips to summarize what I've said here today. Firstly, know your current cash position. That's so important. Don't put your head in the sand. Know how much your cash has in the business and how much you can draw out and hopefully how much is going to come back in. Number 2, get that cash flow forecast going, get it done and regularly update it. Make sure you know what's coming in, what's coming out over the next 3 months, 6 months, 12 months. In your team, in your organization, make sure the whole organization's aware about cash. Make sure that when an invoice is issued, that they are chasing up the relevant customer to pay you that money. Really important that your team and colleagues know about that. Fourthly, think about your credit rating. Obviously, if you're not paying things on time, your credit rating is going to dive. So make sure you don't want that to happen. And finally, if you need to get cash, if you need cash, don't delay it. It takes time to get cash. It takes time to get a loan. Get in touch with us or someone like us to help you raise that cash when you need it. We're here, we're there to help you. And if you like this video, make sure you click the like button and look out for our next tip soon. Thank you. Thank you for watching our Samero video. Click our logo for more information on our services. And don't forget to subscribe to our YouTube channel. We upload new content every Tuesday and Friday.